On December 27th, I sat in Ingrid's office, signing papers that would change everything. The cottage would go into a trust for my grandchildren, accessible only when they turned 25. The money would be divided differently now. A third to charity, a third to Britta, and a third to the grandchildren's education fund. Cordelia's name was removed from everything except a small memorial fund in Magnus's name that would pay for one family dinner a year, if and only if I was invited and seated at the main table. It's poetic justice, Ingrid said with a small smile, but it felt like failure. This money was supposed to bring my family together, not document our separation. As I signed the last paper, my phone rang. Unknown number. Against my better judgment, I answered. Mrs. Lindquist? This is Astrid's daughter, Marlene, from Berlin. I heard what happened at Christmas dinner. I braced myself for another attack. I'm calling to apologize, she continued, surprising me. And to warn you, my mother has done this before. My father's mother, she slowly pushed her out of our lives when I was young. I didn't understand then, but I do now. She's doing the same thing to you. My hands trembled. Why are you telling me this? Because I lost my Oma when I was 12, and I didn't get to say goodbye. She died alone in a nursing home my mother picked, and we weren't told until after the funeral. I see my mother poisoning Cordelia the same way she poisoned my father. Don't let her win. After that call, I made a decision. I wrote 3 letters, one for each grandchild, explaining everything. Not to hurt Cordelia, but to leave them with the truth when they were old enough to understand. I gave them to Ingrid to hold, with instructions to deliver them on each child's 18th birthday. Then I drove to Oscar's cottage, my cottage now, and walked through every room. This would be my home, I decided. Not immediately, but soon. The caretaker, Nils, helped me measure for furniture, plan a garden, envision a life beyond Cordelia's shadow. Your brother found peace here, he said. Maybe you will too. That afternoon, as I stood by Lake Vättern, my phone buzzed with an email from Cordelia. The subject line read, "Final warning." Inside was a formal letter, clearly written by someone else, probably Astrid, threatening legal action if I didn't return her calls, accusing me of elder self-neglect, suggesting I needed psychiatric evaluation. At the bottom, almost as an afterthought, she'd added, "The children miss you, but I've explained that Oma is sick and needs help. When you're ready to accept that help, we'll be here." Sick. She was telling my grandchildren I was sick. The cruelty of it, the calculated destruction of my relationship with them, took my breath away. I forwarded everything to Britta's lawyer friend, who called immediately. "This is harassment," he said. "We can file a restraining order if you want." But I didn't want lawyers and restraining orders. I wanted my daughter back. I wanted to wake up from this nightmare where Cordelia had become someone capable of such cruelty. "Not yet," I told him. "Let me try one more thing." That evening, I did something I'd never done before. I called Magnus's sister in Norway, whom Cordelia adored. "Ingrid," I said when she answered. "I need your help." I told her everything, and she listened in growing horror. "I'll fly down tomorrow," she promised. "If anyone can talk sense into Cordelia, it's me." Magnus's sister Ingrid arrived on December 29th like a force of nature. She'd always been formidable, a successful judge in Oslo, used to cutting through lies and manipulation. "This ends now," she declared after hearing the full story. I'm going to Cordelia's house, and you're coming with me. Not to apologize, but to collect your things and say goodbye to the children properly. I was terrified, but agreed. We drove to Vecchio in her rental car, me clutching a box of Christmas presents I'd bought for the grandchildren weeks ago. Whatever happens, Ingrid said, keep your dignity. Don't let them see you break. As we pulled into Cordelia's driveway, I saw the curtains twitch. They knew we were coming. Hendrik answered the door, his face darkening when he saw me. You're not welcome here. Step aside, Hendrik, Ingrid commanded in her courtroom voice. I'm here to speak with my niece about the elder abuse she's perpetrating. The word abuse made him step back, shocked. We entered to find Cordelia and Astrid in the living room, the children nowhere to be seen. Aunt Ingrid, Cordelia started, trying to sound pleased. What a surprise. Sit down, Cordelia, Ingrid interrupted. We need to discuss what you've done to your mother and what legal consequences you're about to face. The color drained from Cordelia's face. Astrid started to speak, but Ingrid silenced her with a look that could freeze fire. You'll be quiet, or you'll leave. This is between family. Now, Ingrid continued, pulling out her phone, I have here a recording of Marlene, Astrid's own daughter, describing how Astrid systematically isolated and destroyed her relationship with her paternal grandmother. I have texts from you, Cordelia, threatening your mother with false psychiatric holds. I have a cognitive evaluation showing your mother is in perfect mental health, and I have witnesses to the Christmas dinner humiliation. Would you like to explain yourself before I involve the actual authorities? Cordelia's mouth opened and closed like a fish. Finally, she managed. She ruined Christmas dinner. She took the roast. After you told her to eat in the kitchen like a servant, Ingrid said coldly, after you made your own mother unwelcome at your table while seating strangers in her place. It wasn't like that, Cordelia protested weakly. We just wanted boundaries. Boundaries? I finally spoke, my voice stronger than I'd expected. Is that what you call it? Telling my grandchildren I'm sick? Trying to get power of attorney over my finances? Threatening me with psychiatric evaluation because I won't accept being treated like garbage? Astrid stood up, her face red. How dare you speak to my daughter-in-law that way? Your daughter-in-law? I laughed bitterly. She's my daughter. I raised her, loved her, sacrificed everything for her. You've been here 6 months, filling her head with poison, and suddenly you're the mother? You're hysterical, Astrid sneered. This is exactly why you need help. Before anyone could respond, Greta ran into the room, breaking free from whoever was keeping the children upstairs. Oma, she cried, launching herself at me. You came back. I knew you would. I held her tight, breathing in her strawberry shampoo scent, memorizing the feeling of her little arms around my neck. Hello, my darling, I whispered. I've missed you so much. Greta, go back upstairs, Cordelia ordered. No, Greta clung tighter. You said Oma was sick, but she's not sick. You lied. The accusation from her 6-year-old daughter made Cordelia flinch. Elise and Tobias appeared in the doorway, both looking conflicted. We want to see Oma too, Tobias said defiantly. She's our grandmother, and you've been lying about her.